my screen. But then it doesn't go, it's color now. I'm seeing it, everything natural color. Yet that does not occur immediately after the one. So I don't know if it's live for you folks. What is that? Ugh, God. The cats. Yeah, you come home and I've got, yeah. I'm fine, I'm sitting on a chair and there's, chewed up cat food, regurgitated. It's mainly whole. Figured I'd blow my nose before I picked it up. Ugh. But there was already some on the floor. I stepped in that barefoot. That's cat life. It's a new hashtag for the channel. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. There's more. There's a lot more. Ugh. Goodness. It's just a little icky having that against your skin. I think that's pretty universal, huh? That was there the whole time. I guess it wasn't impugning on my existence until it did. I think I just accidentally put my hand there, which I'm glad I did. Glad I discovered it. I'm removing chewed up cat food at the moment. Regurgitated. It's more or less whole. It's not like it's a puree now. It's pretty much just pieces. But somebody had a little bit of a, who knows? I think my boy Billy, I don't know if everything's quite all right with him. He seems a little, he's just got that look in his eyes like something's wrong. But I gotta get the two boys fixed first. Spayed, neutered, whatever it is. Never quite sure. And I kind of ask, like every time I bring my cat, what they call it for this specific, cats or female. And then, it's just a long time before the next one, and I kind of forget. I know the terms. I'm not sure which one applies. Whether the spaying and neutering and you could tell me. You could tell me right now, and it wouldn't matter. I'd remember it for a day, two. Then it just wouldn't come up. I might remember it. You just never know when it'll all of a sudden just, boom, it's in there. You'll never forget. You'll never forget it. The cats like the Buc-ee's blankets. And I do too. They're pretty cheap. One of the few things that seems worth it at Buc. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. But Buc-ee's is expensive. But when they have a they keep that bathroom like that, I will support them. I'll pay, $8.99 for my fried chicken sandwich or whatever. I'm thinking about the next time I go to the one in Daytona, getting the 3-meter. $12.99. Could be even more now. I got the Carolina pulled pork last week. All right, there. The problem you have is it's got the Buc-ee's taste. It's not necessarily bad, but you just kind of get adapted to it, and it can get a little ho-hum. It's just my theory. It's a loose theory. I think it's got some legitimacy. Yeah, we'll turn this a little bit. Uh-huh. Huh? What? Huh? What? What camper motel model? I knew that. Model is this. It is a Tiffin Allegro. open road. I think Allegro is the key that you're looking for. I don't know a lot about the, you know, which I should know more because I now live in one. I'm kind of learn it when you have to fix it type idiot. I have no heat, no hot water. I stay in a nice place though, where they get a very good shower and a pool. And I'm in Florida. There was a couple days it did get cold, but it was no problem sleeping. It's actually fun, kind of piling on a few extra blankets for a night or two. Bathroom trips. The heated toilet, but again, it's only for a day or two. Well, you know, a handful of days. What's up? Aldo Torres. Julie Lennon. Apple scrubs, apple scrubs. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Any of you don't know, man, you gotta go. You gotta familiarize yourselves with All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. That first album he put out after the Beatles. He had all these songs. Good, it holds up. It holds up. It's one of the ones I do go back to and listen to. A lot of tunes on there. Let what I do when I totally forget what chord I gotta do. First tune on the album. It's George Harrison speaking to Bob Dylan, basically. It's like just an open letter to Bob Dylan. Which is somehow more interesting when it involves the Beatles. Most of the time I don't really care. It doesn't matter who the songs are about, what the meaning. But with the Beatles, it kind of just involves the whole world. So it's like... I don't know. It's just something about it. It's kind of fun. It is just amazing the way they just totally changed everything. And then you hear about how they all got ripped off, like with music publishing and stuff, and yet they all had these massive estates and fucking multiple houses and places in Hawaii, and you're like, all right. And I mean, George Harrison didn't do nothing. He toured in '74 and he got totally bad reviews. I guess he had voice troubles and stuff. And then he put out a couple more albums, just kind of getting worse and worse. Just kind of like, I got to go make an album. Haven't played my guitar in like 6 months or so, you know. Not saying they're that bad, but I think you can say that his albums, From All Things Must Pass, kind of. And then all of a sudden back in like 1986, he had that Got My Mind Set on You. Was that him? Gonna Take Time. Yeah, that was him, right? That huge album and When We Was Fab and shit. And then the Wilburys followed that. And, but he hadn't made an album before that since like maybe 81 or 2, but I think 80. And it's like kind of like he needed money or something. I don't, you know, it's kind of... Tweeter and the Monkey Man. Happy birthday, man. In Heat Cats. Just trying to get, that's a big, between the time and the money. Basically, I have to take a day off work. Being as I have nobody, I guess, who can do it for me. That was funny. That was funny. Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? 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 Don't we do it in the road? Saw Taj Mahal play that at the Aloha Clock Tower Mall or something. I don't know. Prominent shopping district, shopping place in Oahu. But with the guy who wrote the song playing on it as well, Carlos Andrade. Great show. Second, after all my Grateful Dead concerts, Jerry Garcia shows, then that one's next. But I rented a scooter, and I'm like driving in Oahu. It's a pretty crazy city. Rock on, brother. Check it. Eat, ski, breathe, ski. That inimitable Neil Young uniqueness. Just a simple B flat, D flat, nobody would do, without G minor, D minor. Yet somehow he creates a memorable melody. Check that out. On the Beach, Ambulance Blues. Give it a chance. It'll turn into your favorite album. It's how it used to be. And it's the subtleties that seep through after repeated listenings. And there's a couple that'll catch you right away. It opens with Walk On. You know? Oh, baby, it's hard to change. I can't tell you how to feel. Some get stoned and some get strange. Sooner or later it all gets real. Walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on. Oh baby, that's... I think there's a verse in there actually. That's where Lucas Nelson's band, but I don't know if they exist anymore, but The Promise of the Real, that's where they took that from. Sooner or later it all gets real. Walk on, walk on. Because after all, they grew up playing guitar in the barn with Neil Young, because, you know, they're neighbors in Hawaii, and they're Willie Nelson's kids. Police and thieves in the streets. Oh yeah, robbing the nation with their guns and ammunition. Police and thieves in the streets. Oh yeah, robbing the nation with their guns and ammunition. From Genesis to Revelation, next generation shall be. Hear me. All the crowd coming day by day. No one talking in any way. All the peacemaker, a Turnwall officer, hear what I say. I cannot make the necessary sounds there. Police and thieves in the streets. Oh yeah, scaring the nation with their guns and ammunition. Police and thieves in the streets. Oh yeah, scaring the nation with their guns and ammunition. From Genesis to Revelation, next generation will be. Hear me. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh yeah. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh yeah. All the crowd coming day by day. All day talking in any way. Oldie peacemaker, Turnwall officer, hear what I say. Ha, 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 ha. sounds happening. Novo Samsung. Samsung? Samsung. Oh. All right, kiddos. Time for bed, man. I gotta work. It's been hot. It's hot here. It's hot. It is hot in Florida, man. I'm in Central Florida, and it is hot during the day. It's my two orange boys. The one that's ready to do something crazy is the one that needs to be fixed. And the one that's sitting there contentedly getting fat is the one that's been fixed. What are you up to, Donald? And yes, he's named for that, Donald. Deal with it. He's rarely wrong either. Yeah, I'm not too happy about what's going on right at the moment in our geopolitics. You know, you can make the after the fact argument that it needed to be dealt with, but I'm really more concerned with what I'm paying for gas. Truth be told. As Muhammad Ali famously said, ain't no Viet Cong called me nigger. That's what he said. Cost him a lot of money. He also doesn't know that. And I'm saying that as a cultural clash. Who knows? But that was it. He took a stand. Would have cost him 3 years of boxing in his prime. Kind of like Ted Williams. Ted Williams sacrificed 6 years of his prime and still hit 500. Was it 12 or 21? 521 home runs, I think. And he missed 6 of his prime years. He would have had. So yeah, you figure 30 home runs conservatively. He would have had 180, 700. Yeah, he would have been right there. And that's a very safe. Those were 6 years in his prime. He was in both World War II and the Korean War as a pilot. Think of that, folks. But a guy like that, and there was a lot of the players got involved, I think, in World War II and stuff, but not many of them actually fought or wanted to fight, and certainly weren't pilots. And you can say there is a little recklessness and a stubbornness of that, It's like you have this career, entertaining people. Not that that's, you are bringing a lot of good to a lot of people. And to be like, I want to go and face bullets when you don't need to. That's why you can say what you want about Trump. Not this Iran thing notwithstanding, but he may have had dubious, evasive tactics employed to, just the tactics of privilege to avoid getting drafted or whatever. But he's now very prominently preaching he's been against war, so not like these other douchebags who did that and then act like they're a tough guy. You know what I mean? Here's Zigaboo. He's got a sister as well. That's it. I get the 2 orange boys who probably had this. They all have the same mother. But obviously the 2 orange boys probably had the same dad. They get the same faces. Because there was a couple orange cats by the time I left that neighborhood. But then you got Zigaboo and his sister are both all black, and they it's just kind of weird having a boy and a girl. Because they most likely are the same father. Because I did only see one black cat out there. I love black cats. You know, they just open their eyes. The only thing is, you can't take a good picture of them. No matter what. Even if you're like standing, say they're on a bed and you're standing there, so they're at about waist high, and you just try and take a picture of them with your phone. It's just like black spot. You know? And it's like they'll look so cute, but you just can't make nothing out. Even, you know, on an iPhone or something. Like that's just, you know, you can't see nothing. That is a cat. That was a good shot right there. Those ears. What's up, buddy? Yeah, his eyes are open. Usually you'd think you could see his eyes. It's the Christmas lighting. All right. I gotta go to bed. Here's my boy Billy, though. I love when they get in these chill poses like this, though. Just the arm down, totally relaxed. All right, folks. Thanks. New here. I got the drift. Live in the moment. Live in the moment. Is that the dude Drew in the moment? No, I guess that would be Drew in the moment. He's got like he's an Orlando-ite or something. He does like streams from Disney and stuff. I haven't watched that in a while. I can't play Tom Sawyer. I don't want to. It's not my thing. Was never big on Rush. I know they're, you know, whatever. That's irrelevant. If it's not the type of music. I mean, I'd like Rush is a band that I don't mind on the radio, but I've never owned. I think I do own a Rush CD actually, like the greatest hits, a 2 CD. Because they were right there. I mean, I grew up. I started junior high, you know, early '80s, and they were a big part of things. I get turned off by that science fiction-y sort of stuff. I don't want to have to follow anything or wear costumes or anything. That's why I love the Grateful Dead, because it was like they just got up, put clothes on, then at some point got together and started playing music, you know? Did no uniform. Some people get offended by that. You're like, I don't believe in that. You know, Elton John, there was something... I've never seen him live, but all those costumes is kind of silly to me. Some people like that shit. They want to have fireworks and stuff. That's why I like being a deadhead. Just had your eyes closed half the time. There are no favorites in the world of cats. You can't play that way. Donald's pretty good, though. But Billy's my boy. He's the oldest one. Zigaboo and Donald are the same age, the same litter. Different fathers in that cat world. Imagine if women could do that. Women had like 3 babies, 3 different, a black one, 2 white ones, and shit. Yeah. That'd be funny. It'd be funny. And it'd just be part of normal, you know? Like, yeah, I get 3 different daddies. It'd be funny. You know, it'd be funny. All right, I'm at 9% because of the stupid fucking power cord they make on this thing. I saw a nice thing, though. One of these internet YouTube commercials, probably, where the plug-in, and it's like a stand. It fits on the whole bottom of your phone, and then it can turn and be a stand, and it's a charger. The charger comes out of the, you know, so it can be a stand. Think about it. Think about it. You know, all these sophisticated upgrades and stuff, and they still can't do anything really good about the cord situation. All right, man. Thank you.